I hear this from business owners all the time. I have general liability, so I'm covered. And a lot of those business owners are carrying real exposure they don't know about. General liability and professional liability are two completely different policies. They cover different kinds of lawsuits triggered by different kinds of events. The gap between them is exactly where a lot of businesses get hit. In this video, I'm going to explain both in plain English, so you know whether you actually have the protection that you think that you have. I'm Brian Woods with Integrity Insurance and Risk Management. We work with business owners, commercial real estate investors, and independent producers who are serious about protecting what they've built. On this channel, we break down insurance and risk management in plain language. No jargon, no fluff, just the stuff that actually matters when something goes wrong. General liability covers physical events, things that happen in the real world, involving real people and real property. 3 categories. Someone who isn't your employee gets physically hurt because of your business. A client trips in your office. A visitor is injured at a job site you're responsible for. Your business causes damage to someone else's physical property. A contractor's crew accidentally breaks something. Your work damages an adjacent space. Certain personal injury situations, defamation, libel, wrongful eviction. The common thread: general liability responds to physical events in the real world. An injury, property damage, something caused by your operations or your location. What it does not cover: anything related to your professional judgment, your advice, your work product, or the services you perform. That's a completely different category of claim. Professional liability, a lot of people call it errors and omissions coverage, covers a completely different category of claim. It covers what happens when a client says, "You made a mistake, you gave bad advice, your work didn't do what you said it would, and that cost me money." That kind of claim is entirely outside of what general liability does. General liability doesn't care about your professional judgment. Professional liability is designed specifically for it. This matters for a wide range of businesses: consultants, architects, engineers, property managers, marketing firms, technology companies, accountants, insurance professionals, anyone whose value to a client is their expertise, their advice, or the quality of a professional service that they deliver. Real quick, if you're finding this useful, subscribe to the channel. We put out new content every week on commercial insurance, risk management, real estate protection, and business liability, all in plain language. It's free, and it'll save you from learning these lessons the hard way. Here is a clean example. Say you run a property management company. The tenant slips in the lobby of a building you manage and breaks their wrist. That's a physical injury. General liability responds. The property owner sues you because you forgot to renew a lease properly and they lost 3 months of rent while the space sat empty. That's a professional mistake. Professional liability responds to it. General liability won't touch it. Same company. 2 completely different policies triggered by 2 completely different types of events. If you only have one of them, you're only covered for one situation and fully exposed in the other. If your business involves any kind of professional service, advice, or deliverable that a client relies on, you almost certainly need both. General liability covers the premises and physical operations. Professional liability covers your expertise and the services you perform. Neither one replaces the other. The businesses most exposed to this gap are the ones that do both physical work and provide professional services. Property managers, contractors who advise clients, technology companies that also install systems, financial professionals who also run events. The more your business crosses those lines, the more important it is to have both layers and make sure that they are in place. First, does your professional liability policy actually cover the services that you provide? Some policies exclude specific type of work. Read the declarations page, not just the policy name. Second, what's the retroactive date on your professional liability? This type of policy typically only covers claims for work done after a certain date. If that date is recent, older work may not be covered. Third, do your current contracts specify minimum professional liability limits? If your policy is below those thresholds, you've made a promise your coverage doesn't keep. If this was helpful, share it with a business owner or investor who needs to hear it. And subscribe if you haven't already. New content every week. If you're not sure whether your current program includes the right combination of coverage types for what your business actually does, reach out to Integrity Insurance and Risk Management. That's the kind of question we answer every day. Link is in the description. I'm Brian Woods with Integrity Insurance and Risk Management. We'll see you in the next one.